Hello, thanks for checking out this video. My name is Zach. I'm a lifelong reader of science fiction, fantasy, comics, manga, and everything in between. And today I'm doing a bit of a retro review, and that is I'm talking about having just finished the new release of Robert Heinlein's Starship Troopers. Now, this is a classic of science fiction for a reason, and I had read the actual book, the physical book, way back when in college, so it was one of my formative, maybe, science fiction books way back in the day. But I saw on Audible that a new release of this was out by RC Bray, and it was getting interesting reviews, and actually, this book of the new release of Starship Troopers was what got me looking into more of RC Bray, because the reviews were praising the performance, the narration of Starship Troopers by Bray. So looking into Bray further is what got me looking into and finding Ruins of the Earth, which reviews for this book mentioned. So, but out of order, I just recently listened to Ruins of the Earth, and I think with Audible's sale, Starship Troopers was only like $2. So with it being on a super cheap sale during their Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, my hold on the library for Starship Troopers came through. So with that, coming through and the limited time to finish things from the library, I powered through Starship Troopers in about 2 days. It's a relatively short novel, and it still holds up, and having read it before and obviously seen the movie dozens of times. I love the 90s, live action Starship Troopers adaptation, one of the all-time classics of 90s sci-fi movies. It was really great to re-listen, especially, I guess, in this context of 2024 and the world we live in now. Starship Troopers is still great. It's still a great story. And again, having read so many other science fiction novels, since I originally listened to or read Starship Troopers ages ago, it kind of recontextualizes a bit my thoughts on the novel, because it's just so different than like Ruins of the Earth, the other RC Bray narration I recently read, also military action sci-fi. But then by comparison, and maybe you've seen the movie, the book of Starship Troopers is not as action-packed as the movie might make it seem. It is very philosophical. It talks a lot about the military kind of industrial complex, what it means to have a military that controls the planet in the future, thoughts on leadership and growth, and how our main character, Johnny Rico, grows into a man, how service shapes him, his life and ideals, what does war mean. It's way more philosophical than I think I got when I first read it, and I probably read it the first time because of the movie, obviously. Love Starship Troopers, the movie again. It's very fun to see, the Space Marines, the mobile infantry blasting bugs. But when you listen to the novel, or the new, or read the novel, I guess you'd say, there's action in the beginning and then there's a last battle at the end. And the whole middle is more philosophy, training. It's about Johnny going through the academy, rising the ranks, and just dealing with military life. So it's, just a really different experience. And also contrasting that with having recently read or listened to the other RC Bray narration of Ruins of the Earth, which is like a sci-fi movie where it's fast-paced, it's military guys using futuristic weapons and killing aliens. It's a lot of cool stuff, non-stop action, whereas this is very methodical, very slow, as far as from the action perspective, even though a lot happens. So I wouldn't maybe say it's slow. It is very kind of medium to fast-paced. And the narration itself, and talking about that, this is written as kind of a memoir. Like, I could see this as a main character, Johnny, like Juan Rico, writing about his experience. So in the novel, he like skims over things because it's just not important, like you would if you were telling your own story. That it wasn't, I think he mentions, like, it doesn't matter what we ate every day because it was the same day to day, and those like minuscule facts just blur together. And he does just kind of go to the big set pieces in his life as he's kind of telling his life story in the mobile inventory in Starship Troopers. So it's, I just really appreciate it more, I guess, is what I'm trying to say with that. Is I appreciate the writing style and how the story is told, that we get the picture of this galactic conflict of the Terrans versus the Bugs, and how the whole military and the people are treated in this futuristic society. And we kind of see Heinlein's vision for what it means to, service and citizenship and voting and kind of those themes throughout the novel. So that said, the story is still great. Even, all these years later, it's still relevant. It's still engaging to the 2024 audience. And this new narration by RC Bray, I loved him in Ruins of the Earth. He has that gruff, like, military guy voice, and you can totally imagine, that kind of a person reading the story, and it totally fit in Ruins of the Earth. And here in Starship Troopers, being science fiction, military fiction, totally works. He is a great narrator. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 performance by Bray. The story still hits great. So I would say, from a pacing to execution and just to really the philosophizing, everything is just really well done. This is an easy 5 out of 5 book for me. It's short and compact. It tells you what it wants to say in a short time frame. It doesn't go needlessly into extras. You kind of learn about the characters and their development, really well in a tight narrative, and overall really well done story. So I highly, highly recommend. If you've never read Starship Troopers, do yourself a favor and pick it up. Still relevant years later. And also, of course, check out the movie maybe after you've seen the book, just to understand the differences. But if you've seen the movie first, still read the book. The book's always better. Even though the movie is a lot of fun, the book really does add a lot of depth. And having seen both, you can kind of see what was changed in your mind's eye, how they built certain characters to take certain roles, and they dropped them into different spots, but it makes the narrative of the film works as you translate the film, but in the novel it is excellent. So Robert Heinlein's classic of the genre, Starship Troopers, 5 out of 5. Go check it out. Thanks for watching and have a great day.